Hey there, fellow adult collectors. Welcome back. David Eon and the gorgeous Miss Lady Pop Hunter, as always, keeping me company in the museum. And we are talking about the upcoming year. It is December 31st, right now when we're recording this. And so that means that the new year is rolling in. And what are the plans for the new year? Where are we going with Open by Chance coming into the new year, especially with COPPA and FTC and all of that nonsense. So we talked about that a few times off and on, and we're not going to let that deter us. If anything, we're going to try to push forward even more and share more with the community, reach out to people more, and do more things on this channel. And so, of course, you're going to continue to see the weekly roundup. You're going to continue to see unboxings and reviews. You know, when I get new, especially Mezco or 6 scale figures, because those I open up. Or if I get anything new from like Tamashii Nations, I might open it up and do a review. So we'll continue doing that. And also showcases, which I haven't been able to do one for. Oh no, I did one not too long ago of the Arco GoBots, but continue to do showcases of classic or vintage items from all over the museum. And we're going to be expanding, because there's some other things we will be adding to our format.
Okay, what are those?
What are those? As if she doesn't know. Well, and of course, I got it written down just in case we forget something. But, and I've talked about this before, classic video game walkthroughs. Because if you've been in the, or if you've seen the video game room that we have, I've got a lot of classic systems there, and I have a component now for formatting those systems so that I can connect them to a computer and record the gameplay. So I can do classic Nintendo NES and classic Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo walkthroughs now of video games. So that's something I'd like to incorporate into the whole thing. More conversations. That's something we're already doing, but more conversations from the museum. And we're trying to move around. And do it from different locations. But yeah, we'd like to be able to go around the museum and have more open discussions with the community. More virtual tours from around the
we're going to section that part off and do like walled sections.
Or talk about specific lines or certain areas, which I already did one earlier this year, which was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles wall that we had, which already needs to be updated.
Because I added to it. And I moved some things around, so...
Still don't have that Bebop and Rocksteady, though.
But the price is coming down, so I'm just waiting.
Yeah, that's an artificial demand model, because there was an even pack of that with all the other figures, and people were just being dirty with that. More convention virtual tours.
Yeah, we're going to try and get to some more conventions.
Some more shows.
And
people seem to really like that, but we didn't have too much opportunity to do that this year.
Yeah, and we've already found a few that's going to be coming up, and we're going to try and get to all of them and do some filming, of course, and talk to a few people while we're there and put that out for you.
If you saw it, because if you missed the last one, I talked to Pixel Dan.
I
talked to the Rock and Roll Express, which leads me into another thing, and that is the possibility of celebrity guests in the museum or elsewhere that we can interview. Because I did talk to the Rock and Roll Express, and I talked to Ricky specifically, and we exchanged numbers, and the idea is being kicked around of them coming and doing an interview with us here. And I'd like to do more of that. I talked to Gil Gerard a little bit, and that would be really cool if I could get him down and just discuss with him about his career, and especially myself being a big Buck Rogers in the 25th Century fan of that whole show. That'd be great. and we're going to work on that
Okay.
and bring that to you and share that with you. We have also, I'd like to do more comic related stuff. I'm not into comics that big anymore, but I do still like the older stuff. And so I'm trying to work something out with doing like CGC gradings and displaying them, or if I can come up with something else comic book related, but I would prefer to do like bronze, silver, golden age as opposed to modern, because I don't know what's going on with the modern stuff. I kind of fell off with comics in the mid 90s when it started getting really weird, and people are like, oh, you should come back, it's better. And I've taken a look at some of the stuff that's out now, and I'm just like, it's not better. You just got used to it. It's really not that great. And of course, we have our Patreon project coming up.
Yeah.
And so we'll be running a Patreon in adjacent to this channel. And we're going to do stuff on Patreon that we probably cannot do here. Like we wanted to do on Patreon, for example, like classic Saturday morning discussions about, where I can show classic Saturday morning live action and cartoon shows and talk about them, and talk about our favorites, and talk about like classic anime that I used to watch, or Battle of the Planets and stuff like that I grew up with, or films, nostalgic films and things like that, where on YouTube, if I show even like a 2-second clip from something, they hammer the crap out of me for it. I really do. That's why I stopped showing clips at the end of the videos when I put them out. I got in trouble every time I did it. And you're supposed to be able to do that. There is a law that says that if you're not exploiting it, if you're using it as part of your discussion or in conjunction with your video, I forget what the regulation is called.
That fair use.
Yeah, fair usage act or whatever it is. If I'm just taking a snippet and throwing it in there, it's supposed to be cool, but YouTube doesn't know the difference, and this channel's not big enough for them to really care if they did it wrong.
Yeah.
They won't even investigate it if I don't have like a minimum of 10,000 views a week or something on that video. They won't even look at it. So that's kind of where we're trying to go.
Okay.
Do you have anything else you wanted to do or add into that?
No, that's about it.
That's about it. They love your discussions.
Oh,
Yeah, they love our discussions, but they love it when it's when the two of us talk about a subject.
that's good.
I'm happy about that too,
Yeah.
and we enjoy sharing it with everybody. And also on the Patreon, because you have to pay for the Patreon, but I'm going to keep that low. I'm not going to get crazy with it.
$20.
Wow, I wish.
I've seen some people that do that.
That's true.
Like, whoa, you might as well buy Hulu. It's cheaper than that. Shoot, even Netflix is cheaper than that.
Because it starts at $1.
Yeah.
And it tiers, but I'm gonna try to keep all of that really, really low.
Yeah.
And what I'm gonna do with that is feed it back in with the giveaways, because that will help me to pay for the stuff that I give away and the shipping, which sometimes costs more than what I'm giving away.
Yeah.
Especially if the person who wins is from another country, because I don't put restrictions on your location. And people who are watching, they can tell you, people have won who've been from Australia, who've been from the United Kingdom, from all over, and they're like, if you don't have to ship it, and I'm like, you won. I'm going to keep my word, and I'm going to get it to you. But the Patreon project will help me to do that, and also help us to get some of the shows and do some of the other things. And that's that, and the uncertainty of what's going on with YouTube and COPPA and all of that mess. It's just a safer bet.
Yeah.
And of course, that'll all tie in with whenever something's done on this channel or on Patreon, you'll see it on our Facebook project, the Open by Chance fan page on Facebook. And of course, we have the Instagram as well. And I don't want to go further than that.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
want to
good enough.
Tumblr and Twitter and diddler or whatever the hell else mess that they got out there that I don't know about, that I don't need to, because I'm already confused. But that's where we're at. So yeah, we're not going anywhere, and that's what we're going to be offering.
Okay.
And let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think about that. We hope that you'll find us on the Facebook and the Instagram. We hope you'll be joining us on the Patreon. And when I have that up and running, which should be within the next week, because the plans for it is for the first, hopefully the first week of January. I can get it all ironed out, what I'm trying to do there, and get that rolling. And I'll put a YouTube video out where I specifically detail what's being done where, and hopefully everything is copacetic with that, and you view it as being realistic and fair, because I don't want to throw anybody for a loop with it either, and have people be like, what, or how come this can't be here, or something like that. And it's a work in progress. So I'm going to try to keep it nice and fair and even and cheap, and then, and let me know if you have any feedback. That's fine. I may not listen to you, but
That's awful.
I got to be awful sometimes, but no, I probably will listen. I usually do. I usually do, unless somebody's just a jerk.
Yeah.
I get that sometimes for people. I got one on the Hulk, my Hulk unboxing for Mezco, and somebody, well, you do this, this, and this, because I was very displeased with your review, and change this, this, and this, and then perhaps I will subscribe. Keep your subscription. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to share with people. And most people get me and enjoy what we do. And that's fine. And every once in a while somebody's a jerk. Only I get to be the jerk, okay? Just saying. Anyways, let us know what you think. In the comment section down below. We'd love to hear from you. Give the video a thumbs up, please, if you don't mind. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you're new. Again, Facebook and Instagram. Links down below. And watch out for Patreon coming up here very shortly. And we will see you again soon. So thanks for watching.